The world around you is merely an illusion crafted by your own mind.
Consciously fills in manipulation of the organized acts that can be the masses is important in democratic society.
Those who manipulate this unseen mechanism of society constitutes an invisible government, which is the true ruling power of our country.
There is something of an overlooked art in the techniques of persuasion that Bernays developed. The pinnacle of Bernays' work was a system he developed called the engineering of consent.
How do you know if you're in the middle of a psychological operation?
I would just assume 24/7 that we are.
For over a century, propaganda has shaped our daily lives in ways most of us never notice. Our beliefs, our behavior, the way we think, what we buy, and even who we vote for. Edward Bernays may be largely responsible for the consumer culture we see today. Before Bernays, people bought what they needed. Now they buy what they desire. Because desire can be engineered simply by triggering the right emotions. Edward Bernays was one of the most influential marketing pioneers you've never heard of. He openly described his profession as the art of shaping perception and stimulating demand while preserving the illusion of individual choice. Bernays embraced the term propaganda, arguing it could be used for good or bad depending on intent, what he called the difference between propaganda and impropaganda. But morality often looks different in hindsight. Some of his most successful campaigns, like promoting cigarettes and helping justify a coup in Guatemala, haven't aged well. To avoid any confusion, society unknowingly consents to have its choice narrowed to ideas and objects brought to its attention through propaganda. I am aware the word propaganda carries to many minds an unpleasant connotation. You must know that it can be good or bad. The intent lies with the person holding the pen. Truth is mighty and must prevail. And if any body of men believe that they have discovered a valuable truth, it is not merely their privilege, but their duty to disseminate that truth. If they realize, as they quickly must, that this spreading of the truth can be done upon a large scale and effectively only by organized effort, they will make use of the press and the platform as the best means to give it wide circulation. Propaganda becomes vicious and reprehensive only when its authors consciously and deliberately disseminate what they know to be lies, or when they aim at effects which they know to be prejudicial to the common good. The extent to which propaganda shapes the progress of affairs about us may surprise even well-informed persons. Nevertheless, it is only necessary to look under the surface of the newspaper for a hint as to propaganda's authority over public opinion. The masses have never been interested in truth. They ignore facts that contradict their feelings. A convincing illusion will always win over an unsettling truth, especially when the illusion triggers the right emotion. Once you start seeing the pattern, you can then separate from the crowd. You start seeing the world as a narrator instead of an observer.
Global elites have been running this playbook on us since way before you and me were even born. since before our parents were even born.